Hey everyone, this is Jeff from the Scholars of Wrestling show, and today we're back in the Scholar's Kitchen to give this stuff a try. We're looking at JR's Red Ass Hot Sauce. Now, here in the Scholar's Kitchen, we've tried a whole bunch of different items from JR's Family Barbecue. His barbecue sauce, of course, has been excellent. His dry rub has been a favorite of mine. It's actually all-purpose seasoning, but I use it as a dry rub on like ribs and stuff. And recently he came out with this stuff. I'm a big fan of hot sauce, and I already really liked a whole bunch of the stuff that he's made. So this caught my eye right away, and apparently it caught a lot of people's eye too. So we got a bottle, and we're going to give it a try today. But first things I noticed as soon as I picked up the box it was shipped in is, wow, this is a hefty package. This thing cost about $10, but the bottle is, as you can see on the label, this is a 16-ounce bottle, which was way more than I was expecting. And looking at the size of the lip of the lid, this is a much wider lip than I was expecting. Not the typical kind of narrow, tapered lid you think of when you think of a lot of hot sauces like Tabasco and Cholula. It's the kind of thing that you would only sprinkle a few dabs on there to spice up whatever you're eating. So just the size of this bottle and the size of the lip, it really gives me the impression that this, instead of that kind of a hot sauce, it's going to be the kind of hot sauce that you really slather on meats, chicken, ribs, whatever else. And looking to the label here, we're looking at, let's see, cayenne pepper, sugar, chili pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. Yeah, this does not strike me as it's going to be a very spicy sauce, but it strikes me as more being the kind of slather sauce, but more on the spicy side, where it's not going to have the same kind of spicy kick that you imagine, but the flavor definitely seems to be there. So, no further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Nice hiss. And we're going to give this a quick smell. Looks very much in a similar consistency of, say, a Frank's Red Hot or something like that. So let's give it a smell. Yeah, I was expecting a very smoky kind of barbecue scent, I suppose, from this. I guess just JR's stuff has conditioned me to expect everything to smell like barbecue. But yeah, doesn't have the same tang that a lot of barbecue sauce would have. It's I don't know, looks like a combination of both. So first, let's pour some in here. Yeah, this stuff is already reading a lot like Frank's Red Hot, maybe a smokier version of it. So first things first, we're going to try this in a whole bunch of different settings. But first, we're just going to try it straight. Get a good look at how that covers the spoon. All right, and whoops, it's dripping all over my floor. Clumsy me, so no point about it. Let's get to it. Hakuna Matata. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely got some zip to it. Of course, it's hot sauce. What do you expect? I'm not getting too much of the smoky flavor. But there is some there. Like, to me, it almost seems like a bit of a combination of a smokier version of Frank's Red Hot, if that makes sense. And even though this may not be any sort of salsa or anything like that, I'll still try some of this on a chip. Let's see what it tastes like. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the impression that this is definitely supposed to be eaten with something substantial, of course, where this hot sauce may not be affecting food the same way a lot of other hot sauces will. but I'm definitely getting the impression that this needs to go on some kind of meat dish. On its own, flavor, again, the flavor profile is very good, but I'm getting the sense that this is not a type of hot sauce where you just sprinkle a little bit on and then it just like brings everything to life. This is meant to be slathered. It's meant to be a Frank's Red Hot kind of just slam it all over the place. Just stick to your ribs and your food and your butthole, and it's going to ruin your day before making it a way tastier. But I realize this is only speculation on my part at this point. We've tried it a couple different ways, but now we have to have it in its native setting, which is chicken wings. Yep, just made some chicken wings right out of the oven. Yeah, I know, oven-baked chicken wings, whatever. If you're going to get my butt about it, you know what? Try before you deny. This is coming from a real good recipe from J. Kenji Lopez Alt. I'll probably put it in the description for you in case you want to try it for yourself. But all that aside, we got some wings tossed in the sauce. So I'm not going to wait around anymore. Let's drive right in and give this a go. Oh yeah, that's definitely the way to go. One thing I found interesting is that the sauce really didn't stick to the wing as much as a somewhat thicker sauce would, but the flavor is still definitely there. I can safely say it's generally what I was expecting. It's a little bit spicy, but a little bit smokier. It might not have a little bit of that buttery tang that you're used to if you're used to traditional style buffalo wings, which is the hot sauce and the butter. But it does have less of a smoky flavor than I was expecting, but it's still noticeable and not overpowering like I normally expect out of barbecue sauce. It's actually a very pleasant experience. Oh yeah, I think I definitely found the way that this should be served. Definitely good for chicken wings. Probably good for different kinds of beef and meats too. Matter of fact, if you're into, so let's say, a spicier, hotter kind of barbecue sauce, I can definitely see you liking this. Well, anyway, it's around dinner time. I'm filming this, so I'm really hungry. So I'm going to polish off the rest of these wings. I'll see you back in just a second. And we're back. So now that all the taste testing is complete, now it's time for the big question. What's the final verdict? Should you actually buy this sucker? And my answer is, I think it depends on what kind of person you are. If you're someone like a Hot Ones aficionado and you're a self-described spice lord and you love the spiciest sauces that money can buy, this probably won't be for you. The heat level is not there, like I said, but the flavor is there. So if you're looking for something mild, maybe you'll find something interesting in this. However, if you're a big-time barbecue aficionado, this seems to be the kind of sauce that was made for you. Something packed with flavor, not really too much heat, but still definitely worth your while if you love barbecue, or let's say you're a big wing enthusiast and you just want to come up with a new way to serve some wings at your next wrestling watch party. That way, this might be worth your while. But again, we are talking about $10 a bottle, and that's before shipping costs, so your mileage may vary. There's other hotter sauces out there at that price point, but if you're looking for flavor, something to slather on, this might be worth your while. In terms of my personal score, I'm going to give this, let's say, a 6.2 out of 10. Not the hottest sauce, but still packed with flavor, still got something to write home about. Anyway, that's JR's Red Ass Hot Sauce. That's the review. Once again, I'm Jeff from the Scholars of Wrestling Show. and we'll see you in the next one.